because I wasn't sure how to do lives. So I went to the emergency room, and I know some ladies and gentlemen wanted to figure out um, what was going on. Mind you, I'm medically disabled. I am at home. I usually don't do this because I don't know how live works. I am medically disabled. I have mental health disorders. I have medical disorders, and then it's hard to leave with this situation. But I'm doing it. I'm learning my life skills. But there are some times when people are racist. They are very disrespectful. Um, you get judged. I unfortunately I don't look like I have my disabilities, and it's frustrating because yesterday I went around with my scooter. I'm gonna post some of the videos, and somebody asked me who live in my community, who I used to be cool with. They asked me, why are you on a scooter? Do you really need that? Unfortunately, I'm getting injections in my knee, and sometimes it makes me not mobile. Or if I get treatments in the hospital where I'm having breathing problems or I'm suffocating in my sleep, I'm on more than 44 medications. So then it's the situation where you're either Latina or you're black skinned, and then you get, people are racist towards you because you're either. Now, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. If people have issue of somebody being dark skinned, that's on you. That's not on me. I love myself. I love being who I am. Especially una mujer latina, que yo soy puertorriqueña. Yo nací en Puerto Rico. Yo nací allá. Y yo me mudaron para acá cuando tenía los 5 años. Yo nací en el sistema de niños. I grew up in the Department of Children Family. Now I'm going to translate in English. I love myself. I'm being dark skinned and Hispanic. The issue is when you move to the United States, when you grow up in the Department of Children Family, there are some ladies and gentlemen, who are very discriminating of who you are as a woman or a man. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're Indian, Arabic, Chinese, Cuban, Dominican Republic, Mexicana. It has like you will have. It doesn't matter if you're white, because white people always have an issue. Some white people, because I have friends who are white. I love my white friends. They're great. I have Stephanie. I have Linda. I have Michelle. I have Sarah. I have other friends who are white, and I love them, and they know how I am. I said, like, look, I love my white friends, but there's a time where the other half of the population who called me the N word. I was on the bus and somebody called me the N word when they saw me on a scooter and I lift my leg just to get a stretch up, but I had to physically move up my leg up. Like, okay, so when I had pain, I had to, my legs stiffen up from here to here. So I had to physically lift up my leg. So they didn't like that. And she's like, oh, so you can move. I said, yes, I could move. Unfortunately, because of my treatment in the hospital yesterday, and they took out the stuff out of my nose, I don't have the plastic stuff on my nose anymore. And it was some huge butterflies. Like, I'm gonna post a video, like, it's gonna be for adults because kids cannot be watching it. The issue is that sometimes, yes, I do get manipulated and lied they lied about me, and I have proof enough. Like, I always record. I have cameras at home. But I had to protect myself and my insanity because people do not respect me as somebody who is disabled because I don't look like I have my disability. Yeah, I don't get that part. I don't get why ladies and gentlemen want to feel like they're entitled to what I get. I am on a cent income. I'm on SSI, and then I have food stamps. Um, I'm trying to look for part-time because you cannot survive on food stamps or SSI anymore. In this world, now in day age, you cannot survive on that whatsoever. So I'm not going to lie about it. I have told social security and the food stamp, but I'm making my mental health awareness videos and blogging because I need to keep track of what's going on, especially with my condition. I have pseudotumor, cerebral something. It's called something else right now. I have fluid in the brain over the main artery that I need to function and move around to be alive and safe. You're telling me that I will have abnormal seizures? Actually, I got literally a document from. I'm gonna get this right now. So, but you gotta understand. Like, they gave me a document what I had to keep track of my seizures because how severe this thing is getting. Espérate un momento. Okay. Carajo. Okay, so this is from my doctors. And then I'm going to cover some of these numbers so you guys understand. So I didn't know how my seizures works. This is instruction to figure out what the heck is going on with my seizure because I didn't know. This is a memory problem. It says, Hey Glenda, here is some educational information. Please let me know if you have any more questions and need more information. Thank you. Kate, her name is Kate, and she works with my doctor. And this is educational information for my seizure disorders. I don't have friends and family to keep track of me like this. I have to teach myself to make sure that I'm safe at home, living on my own, that I don't die at home because of my medical condition. These are the instructions they gave me now. Um, a safe, a seizure safe environment, epilepsy foundation, home safety. Because I could have injuries at home because that's the reason why my knee and stuff is getting messed up. Because I have 14 flights going up the stairs, and then I have my basement right here. So my basement has 10 flights going down and up. Yes, I have gloves. And then my medicine's like right over there. That's all my medicine, my medical equipment. And then that pill thing right there on top of the thing is another pill thing that I had to fill. And then on top of the table, there's another pill thing with my blood pressure cuff. Yeah, this is my life. Oh, and the biggest container is I have one container on top of my fridge that I have to drink because I have another surgery coming up. It's to take care when cooking, prevent drowning and injury from slips and falls in the bathroom. Stay safe. I'm watching YouTube, so I'm not sure. Nope. It says stay safe from burns and fire because something could happen when I have a seizure. So this literally instructions a seizure safe environment. They're telling me prevent injuries from falls. I have hurt my knee. That's the reason why I'm getting the hospital bed. I'm getting the scooter. I have the scooter downstairs. Honestly, that was like a bumper car. I was crash course. And also the situation with this, it says prevent injuries from falls. Pick up or put away things that could trip you over, like cords, toys, shoes, sore things you use often where you can reach easily. It's true. I had to put stuff where I could reach. So I'm gonna show you what my kitchen looked like, because I do have to store things where you could see it. Since my kitchen, so this is my living room, and then carajo, this is my kitchen. My basement's down here with the babies because I have cats. And then I had to put everything in view range. Reaching. So I keep this up here because sometimes it's dangerous to keep it on lower half. And I don't have enough cabinets in my house. So that's why. And then I have a table right here. So it's like I have enough space. This is my parlor. Where are we going at? My computer, my parlor. So this is my living room, my bookshelf. I have my walker because the scooter's downstairs. And then upstairs. So I have to be careful constantly when I go up the stairs because I have one bedroom there and the other one is over here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to keep myself safe. I put everything safely. I'm waiting for my chicken to be done. Look at that chicken. I'm going to post a video when I cook. And then I have my washer and dryers downstairs. Like I have containers like this of medicine that I have to drink. I have my allergy cream lotion because of my allergies. I have a medication filled, and then all the medications down there. Yeah, it's not a joke that this situation is happening to me. And then I have my other painkillers up here because I need to keep them away, because sometimes I have the kids and the kids don't touch that. All my spice rack and stuff are here. But yeah, this is what I live. I just literally live the disabled life. Is it easy living a disabled life? No, it's not easy. Sometimes some people will want to prevent you to live independent and feel like you could, to survive. And we have another spreadsheet that gave me like this. I know some people don't like to be entertained about, talking about, your life, how independent you are, trying to be living your disabled life or your medical and your mental health. But I'm doing it. I've been doing it since I grew up in the Department Children Family. I went through a lot. And I've been doing this since I got my Section 8 in 2014, 15. And I had pretty much, I had to stay homeless when I got a Department of Family. I was one of the oldest adults, young adults, who stayed there when she was 25, 26. So this is my seizure diary. Seizure diary. This is what I have, a seizure diary. And this will be explaining during seizures, like what happens. I'm fully aware, confused, responsive to voice, not responsive, staring, twitching, eye rolling, eye blinking, sudden head drop because you get absent seizures. So I have, because of the pseudotumor and I have the grand mal seizures, I have multiple types of seizures that I had to be aware of. And since I wasn't aware what I was having, because I have panic attack and anxiety, and then I have stress disorder, but I used to have stress disorder. Now it's postpartum stress disorder because of my health. So technically, my health is causing me, my mental health to get worse. So it's not even my mental health causing it. And then you will get literally, this is how your seizures work. So it says awareness during seizures. So it will literally, like, you will have fully aware, you will be confused, like steps, how it goes or how different your seizure goes. So awareness is, that's one strip. You will be fully aware or confused, or you're responsive to voices, like your surrounding. Like if somebody's trying to talk to you, and or not responsive. So with these seizures, you could be responsive, not responsive, confused, and fully aware. Now, facial expression. Staring, because you absent seizures make you drop. So if I'm talking to you, I will literally drop in mid conversation and I will go. My eyes won't be moving and I will just stare. And then I will go back, like I go back, I twitch back. So it says twitching, eye rolling, eye blinking. You will be kind of there but not there. And I have seen my friend do it, but I didn't think I was gonna have to go through that. Now that's facial expressions. Head movement. That's another level of seizures. Like, so it goes by step. Awareness, facial expression, and head movement. Now with seizures, each step could be different. So you had sudden head drop. That's what happens to me. Your head drop. Turn to a one side. So you actually, so your head drops, or you go. Somebody said I did that, but I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, oh yeah, and then I say quiet, and then you're turned to side to side. Honestly, I never done the side to side. I just done the head drop like this, or just like I just done that. Body stiffening. Your legs will get stiff and arm. Unfortunately, because how your seizures work is because how arteries, the brain, so you go like this and then you start. So your body, it's the pain and pressure, and I have chronic migraine, so I know how that feels. So your whole body, legs and arms, so that's different steps. Now if they're all acting up at the same time, that's not a good thing. Okay, so jerking movement, whole body, legs and arm. Yeah, that's not funny either. Okay, so automatic movement. Okay, so that's never a good thing when automatic movement is happening, especially when there's different types of seizures. Your hands clapping and rubbing. I did the rubbing part. Like I will go like this, but then my pupils get a little bit dilated. Lips smacking or chewing. I never done that. Walking around. Have I ever done that? Running. I have never running. Walking around. I don't know. Other people usually see me have these kind of seizures. Okay, speech. I'm unable to talk normally. Now I've learned something in dyslexia, so this will make somebody question if I had a seizure, just because I already have pronunciation. But now that I know that that does happen, I have to keep track of this to make sure what's the difference between when I'm pronouncing stuff or just like I'm having a seizure. Okay, so unable to talk normally, unable to talk. That's when the head drop and all the other seizures happening. I don't know how to say that word. No, oh, non-set word, but I don't know the other one. Mixing up words. I know that already. That's just natural for me. And then the falls. And after a seizure, literally like you have like a whole line of strips of everything that I just read, and then it says after seizures. So it says fully aware, responsive, confused, tired, asleep, agitated, agitated. I cannot say that in English. Agitated. Injury, no. I don't know how to say that word. Long length of seizures, long length of recovery, rescue medicine given, trigger list, everything triggers. And honestly, like, I have 2 pages of this that I have to do to keep track. Now they're doing this now. Now they decided to do this. My doctors really didn't give a crap about me now until how bad they got, because they realized my primary care doctor was keeping information to herself. And I'm gonna screenshot this to the insurance, because then they weren't keeping track of my seizure disorders until now. So, in my other health conditions like my asthma, my allergies and stuff like that. Now, like, I have more than 40 medications. I have Latic patches. I have the creams for the pain. I have like the seizure medication they put up like not that long ago. I have the nasal sprays and everything. And like, you tell me like, now you care about me now? Like, you care about my safety? I've been keeping track of my safety, my medicals and stuff when I'm leaving by myself after the surgery, after these treatment. And now they realize, oh, okay, oh shit, we fucked up. Excuse me, 21 and I'm like, excuse my language. But now they realize, oh, okay, this is a serious situation. Excuse my language. This is a serious situation. Like, we messed up. This is a serious situation where there's multiple report for years now. And my medical condition with the pseudotumor, the fluid in the brain, has not changed since 2001. No cambió, la condena no cambió de 2021. 2021. Mind you, and I had these conditions before that when I was in the Department of Children and Family. I was there from 5 to 26, 25, because I got my Section 8 around 2014. But I moved to Boston in 2015. Yeah, I've been living this with my medical condition since the day I was born and worse. Survival mode is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, I want people to understand it's not easy doing this by yourself. I used to be married around 2016, 17. My ex-husband thought it was too hard for him. It's too much of a burden. But I'm like, dude, if I could handle your stuff plus my stuff and work part-time at that time and carry a pregnancy, and when I nearly died of my miscarriage and I'm still alive and I could still have kids. But I'm single. I'm just working on myself and living my life, like, not stressing out, like working on my medical condition. Because I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't care for me, who doesn't love me, who thinks... I don't want to be with somebody who thinks I'm a burden. I got this all by myself. It's not easy. Living on your own and trying to be independent and try to survive with all this is not easy. But I'm doing it. I've been doing this since I was like, what, 25, 26? I had my Section 8 around that time. It is a struggle, I admit. It's a struggle sometimes because you need a support system and stuff like that. It's not easy. But I'm happy that I'm proud of myself, that I'm surviving. I keep going, I'm thriving, and I'm not giving up. Fighting for myself and like for the mental health and the medicals. Like, yeah, like doctors need to understand that this is not a game for them to be putting us at risk sometimes. And there are good doctors out there, don't get me wrong. United States has some good doctors, but there are some people, there are racist, they're very disrespectful. Mind you, where I live right now, my community, some of the leasing managers are disrespectful to their own nationality, their own race. They're racist to Hispanics. I'm Latina, and I told them, and they make fun of me in front of my caseworker from Department of Mental Health. And he took note, and we told it to the judge and everything. I was wrongfully checked into the hospital because they didn't want to fix. They had to transfer me. This is my 3rd transfer. No, actually, this is going to be my fourth transfer to a different unit, or I'm going to save money to move out. You think that I'm going to suck it up and have people with my Section 8, or at least a manager or owner or a corporate owner? I had better. I just needed help because of my medical condition. It was getting harder to live on my own. But now, like, fuck it, I'm doing it by myself, excuse my language and stuff. But do you think anybody's really helping me fight against the world that's trying to break me down and take advantage of me and treat me like crap? I'm fighting my battles, and thank God to Papa Dios allá arriba. Thank God to God upstairs. He's keeping me together. I honestly literally thought, like, When he gives the strongest, like the strongest warrior, the strongest battles, like I'm like, dude, did I sign up the day that I got born? And some people like, oh my god, why would you say like that? Because I didn't list, I didn't sign up for it. It's literally when the day I came into this world, I was put through the strongest battles, the strongest hell. I had to deal with the craziest people, but they want to call me crazy. I'm like, I never been arrested. I never been to jail. So how you gonna call me crazy if you're so delusional and you're against somebody who's disabled and has a medical condition, but you're some jealous some type of way because I have all this. If I could afford living market rate, I did try it, but that was I became homeless in a second. So I reapplied for a Section 8. I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do this. No, no. Back in the day, you could. But now everything's going on after COVID-19. No, you can't. The market rate is through the roof. Groceries freaking crazy. I could barely survive on groceries right now with the income that I get in the food stamps and SSI. But I have to rely on food banks because that's the food that I had to survive on. Yeah, it's getting harder out there, not better. And looking for a part-time job now, it's not that easy. Yeah, they're gonna discriminate when they actually find out that I actually have medical condition. Technically, by law, they can't discriminate on your health conditions because unless you could work, I've never been fired. I could literally work like everybody else. It's just harder because of my medical condition, and I have medical appointments. So it is a little bit harder to find a job, and so that's it. And it's so frustrating for me because I'm working so hard to try everything and the world is pretty much against me, but do you think I care? I'm alive and I'm surviving and thriving. I'm still working so hard. We gotta do our best and find a support system because I made some great friends and I stopped being friends with a lot of bad friends. But I have some great friends now. They're really great. They're my support and they're like, I'm grateful to them. They're like, if it wasn't because, like, if I didn't have the people that I have right now in my life, like, I don't think I would keep going. But thank God I'm still going. I'm 35, about to be 36 years, so about to be 36 next year, and look at me. Look at me. It is hard. Trust me, having mental health disorders or trauma is not easy, or living with medical condition that could put you in danger or you could possibly die is not easy. But when you are trying your best every day, fighting for yourself. Mind you, I'm in therapy, so I love my therapist. But if my doctor doesn't do something correctly and they're really discriminating, very disrespectful on my disorders and acting stupid, I change my doctor. I call my insurance like, hey, let me tell you this. This is what happened with my doctors. Here's an investigation. You guys are investigating together. I had the nursing agency. They're not doing their job. They're not reporting stuff. Here's the information. Here's the proof. I'm constantly giving them proof of what I'm going through in my life. Does somebody lose their job or get suspended? Yes, because they're supposed to do their job and responsibility. If I have to be responsible, an adult, even with mental health and medical conditions, they have to be responsible as doctors, CNAs, VNA, home health trainers, living care proxies. You have to be responsible in your life. When I have to. If I have to, you have to. So, if you have an issue, just choke on your problem. Because I haven't just yet. I'm alive and thriving. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. I just made a choice because I want to eat and finish cleaning a little bit. But I'm going to be always honest in all my videos. None of my videos are filtered, fake. This is the real situation that I'm going through. And it's not easy, but I'm doing it. And I'm hoping that someday out there, somebody else will make videos and be like, hey, this is what I go through too. It's not easy, but I'm doing it. I have single friends who are single parents and they're great. They're in a relationship or married. And they're doing their best too because it's not easy. So I'm telling you, like, this is not just me going through this. I have other friends that I talk about and make videos. And sometimes the kids are in my TikTok and on my YouTube videos. And I'm cooking. I'm trying to babysit. This is a lot of us. And sometimes this is not about entertaining, being disrespectful, or disgusting on YouTube or on TikTok or Instagram or on Facebook or X, Twitter, whatever else it is, or Snapchat. This is real life situation. This is what I live. This is what I do. This is not a game. I don't have time to be posting weird crap. And don't worry about I love some of you guys, ladies and gentlemen's videos. Don't get me wrong. But this is what I live at. I live the disabled life. Can't control it. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I don't know how to stop the life.